For Logan and his family, every day was an absolute struggle. For his first few years of life, Logan struggled with sensory overload and simply could not properly regulate his body, emotions, or much of anything. His sensory challenges were so severe, his family could not go anywhere in public without risking constant tantrums and meltdowns. If your child struggles with similar sensory issues, you know firsthand how overwhelming and isolating it can be. But what if we told you there's hope? In this video, we'll dive deep into what sensory overload really is, its underlying causes, and most importantly, how neurologically focused chiropractic care can help. This video is for parents of children with sensory processing disorder or sensory challenges who feel stuck in a cycle of meltdowns, avoidance, and stress. If you're seeking answers and drug-free solutions, this video is for you. We'll explain what sensory overload is, its various triggers and symptoms, and the long-term effects on childhood development. And most importantly, we'll take a look at that root cause, nervous system dysfunction, and how we can help as pediatric chiropractors to restore balance and regulation. Did you know that sensory processing disorder affects 1 in 6 children? That's over 16% of kids struggling every day from experiences like haircuts, clothing textures, or crowded spaces. And these challenges can significantly impact family life, education, and social interactions. And while sensory processing disorder is increasingly common, many parents still feel lost navigating its complexities alone. Traditional medicine often dismisses sensory issues as just a phase or offers limited support. But here at Rising Health, we know there's a better way. So let's get into it. What is sensory overload? Sensory overload is when a child's senses become overwhelmed by the amount or intensity of sensory information from their environment. Common triggers, they include loud noises, crowded spaces, emotional situations, drastic changes, unexpected touches, and intense smells. Kids often experience sensory overload during holidays, family events, sporting outings, and concerts, pretty much anywhere where people are. And it's around this time of year in the summer where there's more fireworks, carnivals, fairs, and even farmers markets. Sensory processing and the overload of senses can even occur from something like a haircut or the type of clothing that a child is wearing. And the symptoms that a child will experience can show up as discomfort, crying, anxiety, irritability, and loss of focus. And these symptoms can lead into developmental delays and missed milestones long term. And the reason for this is how it influences how the nervous system functions. If the nervous system is already in a state of stuckedness and overwhelm, these symptoms and triggers can keep it locked into that protection mode. The root cause of sensory overload stems further back than one might anticipate. Stressors from even before conception, during pregnancy, and birth can play a huge role in the root causes of sensory overload. Birth trauma is a huge cause that we see in our office. Interventions such as epidurals, inductions, C-section, vacuum, and forceps deliveries can cause subluxation by injuring the brainstem and spinal nerves within the neck region. Now, this goes without saying that there's always a time and place for those interventions, and thank God that we have them because they really can save lives. But the after effect leads to stress stuck within the nervous system called subluxation. And this usually leads to babies who are colicky, uncomfortable, constipated, and having difficulty sleeping. They've got eczema and other digestive issues. Kids don't grow out of all of these symptoms, but instead grow into other challenges such as ear infections, ADHD, and sensory overload. The root cause lies in that subluxation and dysautonomia, dysfunction of the central and autonomic nervous system. This triggers a chronic fight or flight sympathetic response, that protection mode, while suppressing the rest and digest parasympathetic nervous system. The child stays in protection mode more days than not and is triggered by the stress of the dysfunction within the nervous system. The vagus nerve, which is key to regulation, is often compromised in this process. Subluxation and dysautonomia disrupt the brain's ability to process and integrate sensory information effectively, leading to that sensory overload. The information to the brain is being interpreted as more noise, irritable, and more threatening. So, how can we shift that momentum? What can we do to help? Our doctors at Rising Health use advanced neurological insight scans to pinpoint areas where subluxation and stress are stuck within the nervous system. Our team will then create a personalized care plan that is tailored to what your child's nervous system needs to get back on track and process sensory overload. If your child struggles with sensory overload, know that you are not alone and there is hope. And by addressing the root cause of nervous system dysfunction, neurologically focused chiropractic care offers a natural, drug free path to help your child get back on track and adapt to all the stress around them. If you're ready to take that first step, click the link below and schedule a neurological insight scan for your child at Rising Health. Our team is here to listen, support, and empower you on your child's health journey. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.